Well, hello, hello. This is the newest episode, and it is the end of the week again. So, dropping and recording, and I hope you had a good week. Today, I actually want to talk about a little bit about motivation. I just had a call with one of my clients, and we talked about um, what motivates us to actually overcome our anxiety, what motivates us for change in life, what keeps us there, and what does get us to move forward. So that's been a really interesting topic, not only for me, but for everybody that's in the industry, for everybody that's been managing their anxiety, also for some of the parents that have children that they hope to motivate. I especially work with young women that are anxious, that are too anxious to even leave the house, to speak up, to get the jobs that they want, to be on stage, to go out and get the business that they so desire in their entrepreneurial ship, if they have that. And I also work with parents of children that are anxious and teenagers in particular. And I do also work with men that have anxiety and help everybody and myself with the newest leading edge research and the newest developments in the field because this is my passion. So let's talk today. So if you don't know me, my name is Suzanne McAllister. This is my channel. I'm the founder of the International Anxiety Academy, and I'm super passionate about helping 1 million people to overcome their anxiety and live their best life and do the things they really set out to do with the people they love. And sometimes it is also to step out, to set boundaries, and to make changes. All right. So let's talk about motivation. So, what motivates us? And let me regress a little bit to why I actually want to speak about this, because often I have clients that I work with in my coaching and counseling practice, and they have the best intentions. Now they really come to me because they want to achieve different goals, and they want to really be out there and do something differently from what they have done before. But then they don't. So, and I mean, we probably have all done that. I've done that, like the good intentions to eating only healthy, to going to the gym, to do this and to do that, and then kind of chickened out and went back into the comfort zone. And why is that? So let me let you off the hook from this one because it's actually really in our genetics. And why is that? Which also does not mean that we keep there. It means that you understand what's going on a little bit better. And because of that, you gain some consciousness. And then we can work with the tools that I teach my clients. That I also teach in my new free to be online course that's launching in September. All right. So, why is it then that we want to do these things? We have the good intentions, but then sometimes that's where it stands and nothing changes. Well, it actually goes back to when you were, let's just say, you might have been a caveman, but let's go back and just say when you were a cave woman, or we'll go back where we all started. So there are three things that motivate us. And the number one is the survival. So the survival, we all know how we survive, how our species survives, which means we seek the pleasure and the comfort of being with another. So we seek pleasure because this is how we survive. So the innate drive to survive comes with the innate search for pleasure, for sexual satisfaction, pleasure of all sorts that we're seeking. So, of course, in the old days, there would have been the pleasure would have been eating some nice food. If we hunted that mammoth down, it would also be, sexual pleasure. So we would then, create new life. Now, though, our pleasure. There's so much pleasure is right at hand. There is the sugary and the fatty foods are just around the corner. There's Netflix on the go. There is constant Instagram scrolling and Facebook scrolling. We have internet porn. We've got every pleasurable thing you can think about at the touch of a button that is easy to access. So we don't have to work hard for it or get out of our way to get it. So it's easy. So being motivated to do something that pushes out of our comfort zone, therefore, does not come as easy as it could be, because number two, what runs our motivation and what motivates us is to avoid pain. So to avoid pain, to avoid discomfort, and we all do that. So this is why we are so good in our comfort zone. This is why when we're adults, we can choose to avoid the pain of learning something new, going somewhere different. So when we are anxious and have an anxiety disorder, we try to avoid the pain. We try to avoid more anxiety. This is why then our life becomes so much smaller. We repeat the same patterns. We go back to the things that are familiar, even though we might not be happy there. We might just be comfortable there. We go with the thing that we know. This one is not so bad. That person is like a good person, is not such a bad person. If I go out there, then there's pain. I'm there on my own. I know I want to have this new job, but the job that I go there, I get my paycheck, I do this every day. Yes, I'm not satisfied and I wish I could do something else. But if I go out there, there's the pain of going through job interviews, and there might be the pain of rejection. There might be the pain of going to start a new job and all the anxiety that comes with that's we receive as our pain. So how likely are we to go forward? So as I say, so this is the motivation. So we try to avoid the pain. And number three, as we're looking for the road of least resistance. So we're looking for what's the easiest path to the paradise, what's the easiest path. So this is why we're all pre-programmed to go to the rich themes, be rich in, I don't know, 2 weeks, make $5 million, lose weight with this pill. So we're like programmed. So our cavewoman and our caveman. So we're pre-programmed to seek a pleasure, to avoid pain, and to go the path of the least resistance, because this is how we survive. That's how a species has survived all these millions and thousands of years. And so it's in our genes. So everything else that we then want to achieve are the goals that we want to set. We're kind of working against that genetic pattern that wants to come out, and it wants to say to us, oh, but you could just, well, yeah, you want to get up at 6 o'clock before you go to work, and you want to get up at 6 and you want to go to the gym. Yes. Whew. So before you go to sleep, that's what you want to do. Then the alarm clock rings and it's cold and you're cozy in bed and you think, oh, now I have to get up. It's cold, pain. So we try to avoid it. And so is it pleasurable that we want to get out and we want to go in the cold? We want to go to the gym and do something really hard. So it's not really pleasurable. So it doesn't actually hit the thing. So it's not easy. It's not pleasurable because it's hard work to do that. And it might cause us pain. So these are all the things that then we tell ourselves when we lie there in bed and we're like, negotiation. So maybe we go after work, or maybe we go at lunchtime, or maybe we'll start on Monday. So it's the same with when we want to start a diet. This thing about, oh, well, yes, so I have 10 kilos too much. But, I love eating, gives me pleasure. So if that's the pleasure, then to stop this pleasure might be a hard way to go, because we seek this pleasure. So like when we're on a diet, it's like this deprivation. So we're cutting that out. So which means avoiding pain doesn't happen, because when we deprive ourselves, that's association with pain. And then, that's definitely not the easy road to take. Apart from that, we have to food prep and think about things and count calories and figure all of that stuff out. This is why diets or fat diets like paleo, we're like, oh yeah, this is gonna work because I can eat all of this fat. But yeah, like for most people, it really does not work. And I'm not a big fan. But there you go. So this is like our innate, our genetic motivators. So we are motivated by these three things, and everything else is against that. So your why has to be super important. So your other thing that motivates you is your why big enough for the cost benefit ratio. So is your why bigger than the pain would be, and then the discomfort would be, and then that and to take the more difficult road? So is the payoff, is it more than the discomfort? Is it more than seeking the pleasure? So what is your why? So what is your why for wanting to overcome anxiety? What is your why for wanting to write a book? What is your why for looking for a new job? What is your why looking for a new relationship? What is your why for staying in your relationship and recreating it, making it better? What is your why for moving to a new town? Is that payoff more? What is it that you really, really want? So I would really invite you. That's the word I was looking for. I'd really invite you to take some pen and paper, not if you're driving, of course, and really sit down and write maybe 3 of the things that you want, that you really, really want badly, to write that down. So the goals that you've had, maybe you've had them for a while. Like for me, launching this new course is like one of my biggest goals, because my big why is to really change people's lives. So I've been doing this on a one-on-one basis, counseling and coaching with clients on a one-on-one basis. And I've had amazing results with them, but I really want to do this on a bigger scale basis. And so that's my why. So I'm highly motivated to get this course finished and get my free to be course out there, because it's helped me change my life, the techniques that I teach you, and it has changed so many other lives. So if you're curious about that course, also go on my website, SuzanneMcAllister.com. That's SuzanneMcAllister.com. And just sign up there, subscribe, and so you will be one of the first people I hear about the course. There's going to be limited access. I'm also looking for some beta testers that will be testing this out, and there's some amazing benefits for that. So what is your why of the 3 things that you hope to achieve? Why do you want to change? So what are the changes that you're looking for? So let's just say you do have anxiety, and you're a comfort eater, and you like soothe your anxiety with food. So you might go to work, and when you come home, so instead of going out there and going on a meetup group, meeting new people, you might be thinking, I'm staying home. I'm just watching this new series, and I'm making myself something yummy to eat to reward myself. So you can see, looking at that through the filters, so you can see why that would be appealing, wouldn't it? So you have the pleasure. So you have the pleasure of eating. You have the pleasure of rewarding yourself, the pleasure of watching something that appeases you, and you avoid the pain of going out, making new friends, putting yourself out there in an unknown situation. And it's of course the easy road. You don't have to get anywhere. You're at home. You can wear your comfy clothes. You can wear your PJs. You can be in front of the TV or the laptop, and nobody knows, because you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna have like a cozy night at home. But the inner storm that goes on inside of you, the way you might be like beating yourself up for that behavior, then where you be like, yeah, and you're not respecting yourself, you're not putting yourself out there, and you know that. So you might be like eating these emotions as well. So with one of my clients today, we'll actually, so we've given this cave lady, she called it, she's given this cave lady a name, and we're like, well, so if she speaks today, then you just speak to her and you say, yeah, well, I get why you want to stay at home. I hear you. I know it's scary to be out there to meet new people. I know you'll have to put on clothes and have a shower and put yourself in the car and drive somewhere it's unfamiliar. And this is why I want to do this, because I really believe there's somebody out there that's just for me. And I hope to meet that person. And so if I'm out there, I'm meeting people all the time, it's way more likely that I meet new people and that I meet that special person just for me. And that's it, like just really talking kindly to that part of you, this part that kept you alive, that part of you that has kept you safe, and that part of you that's been protecting you against the pain that's out there. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode about the 3 things that motivate us, and everything that's been going on in your life and the goals that you have. If you view them through this lens and give yourself that compassion and that kindness and that understanding, I hope, and please comment if that helped you and the realizations you might have had, and if you've met this cave woman or this caveman and had a conversation, then comment there as well. Thank you so much, and I will see you and speak to you next week. And don't forget to get on my mailing list, so you're one of the first people that find out when the new course is coming out. Thanks so much.